Today we're going to continue to review some things that you learned in middle school, and we are going to focus on the distributive property. The distributive property is a property that allows us to eliminate parentheses in a problem. Okay, so the distributive property means just what it sounds like it means. If you're going to distribute something, you're going to pass it out to every person or every part. So we're going to do that here. What this means is I'm going to distribute or multiply times the number that's outside the parentheses. So I'm going to multiply 8 times 1, because that's the first part in your parentheses. I'm going to do 8 times 10m, which is in the second part of the parentheses, to get 80m. If you can, you need to combine like terms, but in this case I have something with an m and something without an m. Can't combine them together. Okay, so that's your answer. 8 plus 80m. Okay, let's do another one. If there's not a coefficient, there really is a 1 there. If that helps, you can put a 1 in front of your n. So we're going to distribute again. We're going to do 2 times 1n, which gives us 2n, and 2 times 7, which gives us 14. Again, I cannot combine like terms here, so I'm going to leave it. Final answer is 2n plus 14. Now, if you think back a couple days ago, we talked about order of operations, and for order of operations, we were supposed to do parentheses first. The reason we distribute is because inside our parentheses, we can't actually combine those together. So I can't do n plus 7. I have to leave it like it is. So then I would skip to the next step, which would be multiplication or division. Okay, let's do 2 more. Common mistakes that students make when they're doing these have to do with signs. So they are going to go ahead and distribute -3, and they forget that that negative also goes with the 6 there. So they're going to do -3 times -3x, which is -3 times positive 3x, which is -9x. But then they also have to do -3 times -6. Now, 2 negatives make it a positive. So 3 times 6 is 18. Again, one of these has an x and the other does not, so we cannot combine those together. Last problem. Okay, this is a common one where students have questions. Notice I have a negative and then my parentheses. If you ever have a negative without a number there, there's really an invisible 1, just kind of like it is in the front of the variable. Okay, so this is really saying distribute or multiply by -1 if there's just a negative sign there. So we're going to do -1 times 1, which is -1, and then my b. And we're going to do -1 times -3. Remember, a negative times a negative makes it a positive. So I have -1b plus 4. You typically will not see me writing it that way. Even if you do, which I would take, I would write it like this. So I have -b plus 4. So this is how I would write it. If you wrote it like this, you would actually definitely get full credit. Okay, so either one of those work. Okay, that's it for examples. So there's 8 problems there. I want you to try those. When you finish, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, work through those, and we'll go through them and make sure you understand. Have a great day.